the 2K Sports Pregame Show.
Hello, everyone. From Ernie, Shaq, and Kenny, we're all looking forward to the same thing, the first game of the regular season. Tonight, it'll be the Philadelphia 76ers going up against the Boston Celtics in Boston. Taking a look at the Celtics, we've heard from their players, coaches, front office. This team has high hopes entering the regular season. And I'll tell you, nothing would be more satisfying to them than to come out of this first game with a W. Getting a little amped up. Opening night of the regular season now upon us. Shaq, what were you looking forward to the most here on opening night?
Two things. Let me get this out the way. Hanging out with you guys. You know I love you guys. I miss you guys. It's been a great summer. And getting back to the greatest game in the world.
Which of those, if you only had one, which of those would be?
I would have to say the game would come second.
Oh, man. You're the greatest.
I love you guys.
Great. You are the greatest.
I appreciate that.
I don't even care what you got to say about opening. Well, I do. What are you looking forward to besides hanging out with us?
I was just looking forward to hanging out with you guys, and seeing the off-season changes. But if I had to choose between the off-season changes and how they pan out, and hanging out with you guys, I would take the off-season changes to see how it pans out.
I got your back.
And I got your back.
And I wish you weren't back. Here's Kevin Harlan.
And now your Boston Celtics starting lineup. At shooting guard, 6 feet 7 inches, number 7, Jaylen Brown. Man in the middle, 6 feet 10 inches, number 42, Al Horford. At the power forward position, standing 6'8", number 0, Jason Tatum. The other forward position, standing 6'8", number 20, Gordon Hayward. The other guard, at 6'3" number 11, Kyrie Irving. Your head coach is Brad Stevens. Let's hear it for your Boston Celtics.
The Boston fans already at a fever pitch inside the arena. This is it, opening day. The regular season is set to begin, and we're thrilled to bring you all the live action right here on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, our sideline reporter, the Hall of Famer David Aldridge. We've got a special treat for you folks tonight. Sports writing heavyweight Bill Simmons is in the house. Bill, welcome to 2K Sports.
What an honor. I've been waiting for the invite for years.
And we've been waiting for the acceptance. Thanks for joining us.
Oh, let's do this.
This Boston crowd ready to roar in this Eastern Conference matchup for the Celtics. Now a chance, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. The starting five on the floor. So on the floor for Philadelphia, Redick and Covington, the shooters on the wing. The young stars, Simmons and Embiid at the 4 and 5. And it's McConnell in at the point. Now Redick, after Gordon Hayward's three-pointer that didn't go. Hey, Bill, watching the evolution of the Sixers team, you know, they've talked about the process. That was how they kind of labeled what they're doing right now, what they have done to get to this point.
The Celtics, I think if you were talking about the process, the Celtics did a better version of it. They built arguably a better base of young players. The biggest thing with Philly was that the Joel Embiid draft was where they got lucky because he was going to be the first pick of that draft. He got hurt in a workout maybe 5 or 6 weeks before the draft, falls to 3. And if that doesn't happen, they don't have the Embiid-Simmons combo. Instead, they have Andrew Wiggins, and we're not deifying Sam Hinkie.
And so it's the Celtics getting on the board first. Covington passes to Redick. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. The shot by Hayward, wide open, and the Celtics hit again from deep.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Now the 76ers with it. 6-point game. Inside. Covington dishes to Embiid. The reverse. And he lays it up and in.
Really like seeing Embiid exert his will, be assertive here. I mean, getting whatever shot he wants inside.
Irving kicks to Horford. Tatum with it. Now guarded by Simmons. There's the pass to Irving. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
Nice way to start the evening. His numbers getting called, and for good reason.
Well, you know, Greg, they can count on him to get buckets. I mean, he's getting the ball because he's very efficient when he has it.
Now here's Covington. Embiid with it over Horford, and the shot goes in from Embiid.
Joel Embiid has a nice shooting touch and does not lack for confidence, and seems to be getting better in the mid-range area.
Picked by Horford. Pass to Irving. Right at the free throw line. Goes back up. Horford, no luck. The 76ers have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. To the middle. Here's Embiid. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. A chance now for a three-point play. That one on Horford. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for Boston.
Boy, the three-point shot has really been dropping for him early on.
And also another aspect of their game that's been super so far tonight is how they've been sharing the basketball.
The free throw drops for Embiid.
I tell you, Joel Embiid possesses remarkable talent. I mean, this big guy is graceful and strong. He's a real matchup problem for everybody.
Now here's Irving. He has 6. Back to Horford for the 3. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Bill, several of your books have been bestsellers. How did it feel to see your work so well received around the world?
I think I was really happy that the basketball book did well because I spent a long time writing it, and it was 700 pages. And when it got mailed to me, it was so big, I thought people would just be terrified of it. And, you know, it turns out
they embraced the
Yeah,
size.
I think they did. They liked it. I designed it for people to be able to put on their toilet or bring on an airplane or whatever they wanted to do with it. But I was always amazed that there wasn't a basketball book that tried to kind of group all these other books and some of the opinions and all the misinformation. Like the fact that, honestly, the reason I wanted to write the book was just that people thought Will Chamberlain was better than Bill Russell. And yet every single thing written in the 60s was that Bill Russell was better. And all the players would say Bill Russell was better. And when they played together, Bill Russell's team won. So it's like, how do we get to the point where people think Will Chamberlain was better? So it was that and some other stuff that made me want to write the book.
And extending the D there, putting a lot of pressure on the shooter.
You're exactly right. Patrolling the perimeter well and didn't allow the shooter to get off a clean look. That's what you would call A-plus defense.
And here is Simmons following the three-pointer by Kyrie Irving. Simmons passes to Redick. Shoots over Brown. The shot by Redick, no good.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
In the corner, it's Hayward. Right wing. Outside, Tatum. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Horford with the screen on Simmons. Tatum's shot is off.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
The fader. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls.
The quickness, the size, the speed of Simmons, captivating, especially when he's dribbling the rock.
Picked by Horford. Tatum dishes to Hayward. Shoots over Covington. Hayward can't hit.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
And Simmons kicks to Covington. Here's McConnell. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. 17-foot shot on the way. Redick with the bucket. Bill, you know the Celtics so well. What were your first reactions when you heard about the Kevin Garnett and Ray Allen trades?
Well, the Ray Allen trade, I was upset because that was the 5th pick in the draft, and we had just not gotten Kevin Durant or Greg Oden. And it just seemed like they were treading water for 44 wins, but that set up the Kevin Garnett trade. And then it's like, oh my God, this team might actually win the title, and then they did.
And the chemistry between those three, including Paul Pierce, amazing.
Amazing. Not as amazing recently. I think it got a little less amazing, and there was some feuding with Ray Allen and Rondo and stuff, but in 2008, amazing.
It was terrific. And a title.
Yeah, one title. Should have been 2.
Should have been 2.
2009 was actually a better team, and KG got hurt.
Here is Hayward after the Sixers pick up 2. A nice shot by Tatum.
And, you know, Hayward's floor recognition and composure, really impressive. Knows precisely when to pass over to the open man.
Now here's Simmons. Outside, Redick. There's a good screen. Embiid, the pass to Simmons. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Simmons got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Now here's Hayward. Passes to Horford. The basket good off the assist from Hayward. Horford's got his 2nd bucket of the night.
A top-notch post-game is just one of the ways Horford helps his team. One of the more important ways, though, is because he's a tough matchup down low.
Here's Simmons. 6 points for him. It's Redick on the wing. Over Hayward. Hayward with some nice D.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
A nice shot by Tatum.
Awesome speed from Tatum. Excels at getting to the right place in these fast break chances.
McConnell kicks to Simmons. Here's Embiid. That shot, no good. Now Boston takes it the other way, and they're starting off the season playing Philadelphia here.
They take on a team they knocked out of the playoffs last season in the conference semis.
Greg, would you suspect a little bad blood or bad feelings from the opposing side? They better be ready to scrap.
Now the fast break. Tatum with the ball. And Embiid pulls it down. Now we've seen some top prospects forgo college, enter the G League straight out of high school. What do you think is the future of the G League, and do you like where it sits right now?
I do. I wish they spent more money on salaries.
I agree.
I wish they blew it out. I mean, I think this is the first year we've had 30 G League teams. This should be the #1 place you'd want to go after high school. You should not want to go to college. You should want to go to a AAA awesome league that's set up.
And they're bringing kids up and down off that G League roster all the time.
It's just better, and you're going to have a better chance to succeed as a professional basketball player. You see the situation we're in now with the one-and-done guys. They go to college. They show up in September. They're playing all the way through till March. Whenever they get knocked out, they drop out of college. And they might last, till round 2 in the tournament, which is March 20th?
Right.
And they're out. So they've been in college for 6.5 months. How's that a good system? They didn't even finish 2 semesters. So I would much rather see the G League work, and I don't understand why they don't spend a little more on it and just make it like a force. I don't think the moves are that hard.
And a whole new group out on the floor for the Celtics. Johnson sends the screen for Covington to stop the drought, and he sinks the layup.
Man, I like the guts from Covington there. I mean, definitely getting bodied a little on the shot, but still keeps his focus and gets it to go down.
Here's Baines. Knocks it loose, and the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
You 2 players.
So it's Boston now. Now, here's Rozier. He's guarded closely. Off with the layup. To the inside. Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed assist. And now, just a 2-point Celtic lead. The Celtics shooting 47% from the field to start things off. Down low, here's Baines. Pass to Tice. Celtics passing it around. Here's Smart. And it's off from 3-point range. Saric has really been a good fit for Philadelphia. Talented, complementary piece who can also make big plays. He has range, size. He's a nice fit for this team.
Yeah, and he's a competitive dude who's been in big games and has had some winning experience. And winning experience is the thing that matters. You know, you think about Embiid and Simmons, they just haven't been in a lot of big games in their career. Saric has played overseas and dealt with some, really crazy environments and come through in some good situations. This is why I like Doncic so much as the #1 pick and why I think it was such a mistake for him not to go 1. That dude played like a 90-game season overseas.
And played well.
Yeah, played in stadiums where they throw stuff at you during the game and, they're throwing cigarette butts at you and yelling terrible things at you, and he was like the best player on the court in those games. I think that stuff matters.
Saric just screen on Smart. Here's Fultz. And the go-ahead bucket, no good. Rozier the pass to Morris. Shoots over Covington, and good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim.
And dangerous in that catch-and-shoot game. In fact, anytime Morris can square up, he's a lot more consistent.
Johnson the screen. Fultz kicks to Covington. No good on the triple.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Well, I don't think there's any question about it. They came focused and ready to play. I mean, they're doing everything they can to put things in their favor. You earn that, and they're actually earning it well right now.
Austin with the ball. Tice passes to Rozier. Outside, Smart. Rebound by the 76ers.
The defense did not do a good job guarding that one, Kevin. Don't know how he missed that layup.
And he gets it to go.
Saric plays with such intensity and focus. I mean, even with the defense right there, he stays locked in on the hoop.
Tie game in Boston. And the second quarter will get underway just after this short break. One of the league's best point guards, Kyrie Irving, had this to say about his competition.
2011, I came into a league where the point guard position was still being revolutionized, and now guys are solidifying that spot every single year. There are young guys coming in, but now we have established point guards that are franchise-changing point guards. And for me, having that competitive drive every single game, I know I'm going against an elite point guard every single game. So I think that now coming into the league, it's a lot different than it was before.
Some say, Greg, a golden age at the point guard position.
Yeah, and Irving right there with the best of them. He embraces the challenge.
Neither team able to build much of a lead up to this point as we start the second quarter. And what do you guys think about Boston here in this one?
They've gotten that perimeter game going in that first, and for me, that was the difference.
Yep, firing with confidence, in rhythm, Greg. I mean, not allowing the defense to take a break.
Marcus Smart is out there with Rozier. Then it's Aaron Baines. Then it's Marcus Morris. And it's Tice in at the four-man position. That's who's in the game for the Celtics. The Celtics shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
Smart will be at the line shooting 2.
Shooting 2.
That free throw, no good. Bill, it's interesting. More than 50 colleges and universities now offer scholarships in esports. I did not know this, and that number is probably only going to go up.
Yeah, it makes sense too. What's more popular, esports or water polo?
Esports.
No offense to the water polo players,
no.
but come on, Come on.
These
Let's
kids love
move
it.
with the
They
times.
cannot get enough of these games.
No. We should have, every college should have these sports.
76ers trailing. Kicks it to Fultz. Johnson sends the screen for Fultz. Over Smart. Chance there to take the lead. Missing. Boston's gone 5 of 8 from three-point land. 15 points and a deep ball for them tonight. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, Al Horford is a multiple all-star. And if you count his stats, you miss what he brings to the table. When you factor in his passing, his defense, his efficiency, he does all the things that help you win. Coach Brad Stevens said, Al Horford averaging 15 points a game for you is like other guys averaging 27. Kevin?
The definition of a pro. Terrific guy. Thank you, D.A. Here's Johnson, following the basket by Marcus Morris. Screen by Saric. 4 on the shot clock. Shamet. The 76ers again can't hit it. Boston leading by 3. Down low. And Smart the bucket on the assist by Morris.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Dime-dropping delights is what I call it.
Yeah, it's a nice pass. I will give you that one.
Yeah, he was on the money, that's no doubt. Now, here's Fultz. Got a piece of it. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. And there's the pass to Baines. Here's Tice. He's off on that one. Some solid defense from Saric. Shamet. Rozier defending. Good.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
Bill, you've watched the NBA evolve. Talk about some of the biggest changes over the last decade you've seen.
The three-point line and the threes or foul shots philosophy, I think, is the biggest thing. Just the pace of the game has really improved and to a really pleasing way for fans. Like just what Steve Nash was doing last decade and those Suns teams, that everybody's playing that way now. I think the social media and the players basically getting rid of the wall between them and the fans, using social media, using Instagram, and we just feel like we know these guys better. And their ability to control their own message now versus where they were 10 years ago. Huge. It all started with the decision in LeBron James and has carried through this whole decade. And these guys now, they can get whatever message out they want. They can criticize the president. They can criticize their own team. They can ask for a trade. Mm-hmm. If they get called out by some writer or somebody who writes a hit piece, they can go back at the guy and sick all their fans on the writer.
The 76ers trailed by 5. Charge a screen on Smart. Here's Fultz. The 76ers with another miss. Going back to our topic from a moment ago, Bill, you mentioned the interaction between players and social media and how that's become a new facet, a skill we're seeing daily from players.
There's just way more accountability now. And I'm really impressed by how polished the guys are that come in the league now. And I think the LeBron generation, LeBron, Wade, Chris Bosh, some of those guys from the last generation that came up and became vets and really knew how, Paul Pierce, who knew how to handle their business. Now these new guys come in, they're 19, 20 years old, and they act like they're 30. I'm sure you see it at the games.
Shocking.
Whereas in the 90s, it was a free-for-all. And you had these guys who, if you gave them a live mic, you were terrified. And now these guys are 19 years old giving, long interviews to reporters. It's like, how are you doing this?
Tatum in particular is very
Tatum's
impressive.
Already good at being a bad interview.
He's
like he doesn't say anything. He knows how to dodge any question. It's like, you're 19. How do you know how to do this?
Unbelievable. Looking at who's out there now for the Celtics. Al Horford is checked in for Aaron Baines. Tatum comes in for Daniel Tice. Gordon Hayward's checked in for Marcus Morris. And Irving subbed in for Rozier. On the free throw, no good. And Bill, through your column, you became known as the Boston sports guy. Very connected to your readers. Talk about the fan loyalty in the city of Boston.
Well, the biggest thing is the cold weather. And when it's cold, you really have to attach yourself to certain things. So in Boston, it's the 4 sports teams, and they get you through some cold winters and some 100-degree summers.
And those are terrific teams, too, aren't they?
Usually been good. The knock on wood, Boston's had some good luck over the years. We had a little dry spell in the 90s, but other than that, 70s, 80s, 2000s, 2010s, it's been great.
Boy, what skill from Simmons. I mean, so adept at reading the defense and exploiting them in the paint.
Irving kicks to Hayward. The kick out to Irving. Pass to Tatum. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got 3 assists now in this one.
And, you know, Kevin, they count on him to provide offense, and he knows how to fill it up.
Fultz the pass to Simmons. And stolen by Tatum. Over Simmons. Tatum's shot is off.
And he's just a tough defender. Good positioning to get after that shot.
Did a good job guarding the mid-range, extended out nicely, and definitely bothered the shot.
It'll go. The Boston lead is cut down to just 1 on the basket from Simmons. Outside Irving. He kicks it to Hayward. Horford with the screen on Covington. He can't get that one to fall.
And you know what? You can't get a better screen. Frees him up beautifully, but he just fails to capitalize.
Clearly a frustrating missed opportunity there. Perfect screen, got him the space he needed, but he bricked it.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
The 76ers trail by 3. Pass to Fultz. Kyrie Irving grabs the miss.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
For 3, Hayward. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. 10 points for Gordon Hayward.
Well, I liked the first quarter he had, and I'm loving the second quarter even more. Playing with a lot of momentum right now.
And the 76ers call time here.
And really, whether you're up or down, it's a game of adjustments.
Always. And having a good coach is critically important. I mean, you need somebody you can count on to make the right adjustment.
Brown is checked in for Boston. Philadelphia also making some changes. Embiid comes in for Robert Covington. And it's T.J. McConnell in for Markelle Fultz.
Hey, he just threw that possession away. Hopefully he learns from that and doesn't make the same mistake again.
It's deflected and stolen by Simmons. Tipped away and stolen by Hayward. Puts it up from 15. And Irving with the basket on the assist by Hayward. And now it's an 8-point Boston lead. The 76ers shooting 47%, pretty solid. McConnell kicks to Redick. Embiid the screen. Redick dishes to Simmons. Pass to Embiid. Just 5 on the clock. Got a piece of it. And it's out of bounds. The 76ers able to retain possession here. A chance here to assess what parts of the floor the attempts have been coming from as we look at the shot chart for Philadelphia.
And this is the #1 ranked team in the conference, and for good reason. You can see the way they utilize a variety of areas of the floor for their scoring, and it's a well-designed recipe that they rely on. For all the other defenses out there, make note of this shot chart.
Now here's Redick. Offensive struggles continue, missing again. Outside Irving. Up again. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Celtics lead by 10.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Embiid the screen. Here's Simmons. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%.
Well, it's really hard to say too much about Simmons. I mean, bouncing off defenders like they're not even there.
Horford sets a screen for Irving. And another basket for Boston.
Yeah, and their shooting really starting to pick up here in the second.
Yeah, and it should help them increase their separation here. I mean, this has been an impressive offensive output.
Now here's Simmons. He's got 12. Here's Embiid. And the layup's good off the glass. Embiid's got 9.
And that's what the pump fake's there for. Get your man off his feet and drive right around him.
Horford, no luck.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
McConnell passes to Redick. Back to McConnell. Embiid with a screen on Irving. Clock at 6. Muscala. He goes up again, and so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2. That one on Horford. Philadelphia shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
And a season ago, they hit about 75% of their free throws.
The free throw drops for Embiid. And Embiid drops them both. Here's Irving. 13 points in the game. Kicks it to Horford. Outside Tatum. Right side Irving. Outside Tatum. Pick by Horford. Goes up off the pick. And slam dunk by Tatum.
Love when Tatum puts it on the floor now. Superb at driving right to the basket and has excellent speed to get there.
McConnell passes to Muscala. Embiid the screen. Here's Simmons. Terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in. Simmons got 14 points.
Impeccable mechanics this quarter. He's been perfect from the field.
Irving kicks to Horford. Pick by Horford. Tatum passes to Hayward. Tatum setting the pick for Hayward. Over Simmons. Hayward can't hit.
Yeah, that's just poor decision making. He's got to be better in those situations.
Greg, I just think he was in a hurry. He flat out rushed it. I mean, I don't know what he was thinking there. He actually was in a brain neutral position.
And count it. He'll head to the line with a chance to make it 3. It's going to be on Kyrie Irving. The 76ers shooting their 5th attempt at the line in the game. Sharge checked in for Philadelphia. That's good from McConnell.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
And maybe cause some foul trouble along the way as well. And we know what that can do. It pays off typically in good fashion for you.
Well, we want to thank the sports guy for being here. Enlightening as always. Bill, what a pleasure. Thanks for joining us.
Oh, I hope my son was impressed. Thank you, Kevin.
I'm sure he was. And Clark, always great to have Bill with us, a content creator who really taps into what the audience is thinking.
Could not agree with you more. Amen to all of that, Kevin. He's got a very loyal fan base and readers and viewers that share his vision, not just on sports, but on life. And that strong connection he has with them is admirable.
Now here's Simmons after Gordon Hayward's miss and out of bounds as the Celtics gain possession. Some changes for Boston. Marcus Morris comes in for Jason Tatum. And Terry Rozier subbed in for Kyrie Irving. There's 47 seconds left to play here in the half. Rozier kicks to Horford. Brown with a screen on Embiid. Back to Rozier. Out to Hayward. Off target from three-point range. The 76ers trail by 5. Poked loose and stolen by Horford. Now here's Rozier. He's covered by McConnell. Rozier the pass to Morris. On its way from Hayward for 2. And all around the rim that time before dropping in.
Boy, after having a tough time in the first, he's managed to turn it around nicely this quarter.
And Simmons kicks to Embiid. They get a hand on it, and stolen by Hayward. He can't get that one to fall. And so it's the Boston Celtics heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low, so many of their points coming right at the rim. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks a lot. Kyrie, what was your plan for tonight?
I was trying to get assists in the beginning, and I'm just having a good time out here. Got it going a little bit. Enjoying myself.
Okay, Kyrie, we'll see you in the second half. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games of this fresh NBA season. What a game it's been for Kyrie Irving. He ended up with 15 points, 5 assists, and 1 steal. He struggled in their last game, but he's not having any problems tonight. Really good first half for him. He was right on the mark. Taking a look at the Celtics, Shaq, what do you think?
Uncle Drew is running a clinic out there. A magician at getting the shot, can go either hand, able to convert off balance. He indicated he wants to be the man. He's showing us tonight.
And Kenny, your take on Philadelphia?
I felt they had a lack of intensity defensively. They gave up way too many threes. I mean, somebody needs to pull out the fire hose because this fire is out of control, and it certainly wasn't because of their defense.
And that wraps up the halftime show. Third quarter set to begin in just a few.
And the third quarter about ready to get underway. You look at Kyrie Irving in this game, he has been everywhere.
And through the first 2 quarters, he was dynamite from beyond.
Greg, simply spectacular. I mean, the defense just hasn't been able to find an answer for his outside shot.
In the NBA, Clark, great offense sometimes overcomes great defense. The fadeaway jumper, an example of one of the more unstoppable shots players make.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, you think of guys like Dirk Nowitzki, LeBron James. Dirk's was so unorthodox, and at his size, just impossible to get to his shot when he stepped away from you. And LeBron has mastered it with his athleticism and strength. I mean, he'll fade away and fade 8-10 feet away from you and still get that shot off. So those two guys, I mean, if you're talking about major fadeaways currently in the last decade, I don't think you could find anybody that would top them.
Kicking off the second half, here's Brett Brown's foul. Reddick and Covington, the shooters on the wing. The incredible Simmons and Embiid down low. And it's McConnell in at the point guard position.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
Now here's Embiid. Can't connect from 14 feet out. Hayward from outside. And the 3-ball is good. And now a 12-point Celtic lead.
Continuing to push the action and build this lead.
Yeah, you know, continue to pour it on them. That's what they want to do right now. Doing their best to put this game out of reach and in the win column.
Embiid against Horford from 13. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
They have yet to hit a shot. A real slow start here in the second half.
Irving fouled in the act of shooting. A 3-point play chance coming up.
Boy, I tell you, I don't know if there's anybody better than Kyrie Irving close to the basket. He has a great feel for how to score inside.
And with all the drama, Greg, that has followed Irving the past few seasons, he reached out to Kobe Bryant for some guidance.
And just like Irving and LeBron had to go their own ways, so did Kobe and Shaq. Very few players know what it's like to be in a situation like Irving, but Kobe's one of them. And Kobe gave Irving the confidence to not be afraid of standing out in his career decisions, and so far it's paid off handsomely.
That free throw good from Kyrie Irving.
I don't know if there's a player in the league that has better handles than Kyrie Irving. As a matter of fact, his handles are as good as any I've seen in the history of the game. Smooth, crafty, cunning. Man, it is so much a joy to watch this guy do his thing.
Now here's Simmons. And the wide open shot from Redick. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Redick's got 5 now.
Finally, they get one to drop. That's one of their first 4 here in the third.
There's a screen. The pass to Irving. Lays it up off the glass. Irving's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Boy, he's dangerous right now. He feels like he's making every shot he puts up.
Redick against Brown. Poked away, and a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. So it's the Celtics now. Boston leading by 14. It's Brown on the wing. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
And the vertical that Brown has is quite impressive. As relentless a finisher that you'll find in this league.
For Boston, they have shot 2 of 3 from the free throw line tonight.
Two shots. Relax on the first.
That free throw good from Brown.
Yeah, you know, one of the under-talked about strengths of the Philadelphia 76ers is how they play team defense. I mean, they were top-rated defensively in opponents' field goal percentage last year.
Catching up on the changes for Philadelphia. Amir Johnson's checked in for Ben Simmons. And Markelle Fultz is subbed in for T.J. McConnell. He makes 1 of 2 that time. And with the 76ers in defense, it isn't just them bothering shots.
No, you're right, Kevin. I mean, they were one of the best, if not the best, rebounding team in the league. Also were top 10 in blocks and steals last season. I mean, they filled up the stat sheet as a team in a lot of ways. It's fun to talk about what this team can do on offense, clearly. But I think moving forward, what's going to anchor this team as a contending team is its defense.
Now, here's Covington. After Jaylen Brown's miss. And the call will be against Al Horford. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Smart's checked in for Brown. And the 76ers call time here. Clark, you had a terrific amateur career. You made NBA all-rookie first team. Can't exactly call you a late bloomer at all. You were really thriving.
Yeah, I had a lot of great people around me, Kevin, from the time I started playing in middle school to high school, college, the pros. Actually was fortunate Herb Williams, a teammate of mine in college at Ohio State, was also with the Pacers when I got there. So that helped my transition immensely to have a friend, veteran guy in the league. He had been there a year before me. Break me in, and then I had an opportunity to play a lot and show what I could do, but I attribute it to good fortune, favor, and a lot of good people.
Here's Redick after Gordon Hayward's bucket. Here's Embiid. Back to Redick. 5 on the clock. Over Smart. The 76ers again can't hit it.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
Johnson sets the screen for Redick. Over to the wing. Embiid with the screen on Irving. And the shot goes in from Fultz.
Man, I appreciate how skilled Fultz is handling the ball. I mean, excellent at getting to his favorite spots on the floor.
Pass to Horford. to the paint. Left side, Tatum. They get it back. He kicks to Irving. And at last, they get one to fall. Irving's got 22.
Yeah, I like how Tatum surveys the floor. Great at looking for his teammates, especially when they're open.
Fultz the pass to Covington. And stolen by Hayward. Oh, and here we go. Irving's got it, the fast break chance. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. They'll be playing host to Chicago for their next game. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home. And finished off by Fultz.
You've got to step in front of Fultz, guys. I mean, he's solid when he comes rolling to the rim to hammer it down on these drives.
Now here's Smart. 5 points in the game. They set the pick. Irving drives in. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Fultz has got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Redick for 3. Goes back up. Embiid kicks to Fultz. Redick with it. Now guarded by Smart. 4-3. Covington buries it from 3-point range. Covington's got 9 points.
Wow, something's brewing, guys. The three-pointers just continue to flow.
Yeah, they've had a great second half from long range, Greg. I mean, things are definitely starting to look up for them.
Boston making a switch here. Baines is checked in. And Philadelphia also making a switch. Mike Muscala is checked in for Joel Embiid. Now, here is Irving. He's guarded closely. Picked by Horford. Irving kicks to Horford. Clock at 4. Here's Smart. The shot's good on the assist by Horford. Horford's got his 3rd assist on the night.
Yeah, and give it up for the feed from Horford. He's a playmaker, and you love having a big man show off that kind of vision.
And the 76ers call time here.
And if there was ever a guy who was more than what his stats say, it's Al Horford. Won't have nights where he drops 50 or carries a team with his shot blocking, but you ask anyone he's played with and they'll tell you he is a perfect teammate.
Here's what Boston's going with right now. Morris comes in for Al Horford. And it's Rozier in for Irving. Saric checked in for Philadelphia. Boston leading by 12. And the big men who compete against Horford have nothing but respect for him, Greg.
Well, it is why he's been selected as an all-star by his peers and why guys like Embiid admire his game. I mean, Horford does all the small things on the floor you need as a big man. He's so humble. He just goes about his game and makes his team better in every facet.
And the foul on Marcus Smart. That is his first foul of the game. Covington against Tatum. Shot clock at 5. Redick inside the line. That one no good. Good work defensively by Smart. Passes it to Rozier. Pass to Morris. Ball's knocked loose. Covington with the steal. And Saric kicks to Fultz. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. Celtics leading by 12. The pass to Smart. Teardrop shot, and the layup is good. Smart's got 9.
And how about that floor awareness there from Tatum? That does a good job of scanning the court and getting the ball to the open man.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Now here's Fultz. Rozier defending. 5 on the clock. Steps back and fires. And that one hits back iron.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
Here's Fultz, and finished off by Fultz.
That's just a good job of recognizing when you have a chance to get the steal. I mean, Fultz doing a nice job showing off his defensive prowess.
Now, here's Rozier. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Tries from 10. And again, it's Boston converting. The 76ers trail by 14. Fultz the pass to Šarić. Back to Fultz. There's the pick. Smart against Redick. Šarić a screen on Smart. He used that pick just right. That's 7 points for J.J. Redick.
Great setup right there. Calling for the pick and roll. Redick getting the separation he wanted to keep it and convert.
Rozier kicks to Tatum. Pass to Baines. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Mike Muscala. That is his first foul of the game. Daniel Tice is checked in for Boston. T.J. McConnell, he's checked in for Philadelphia. Here's Tice, covered by Šarić. Tice, no good. The 76ers trail by 12. Passes it to McConnell. Covington in the corner. Back to McConnell. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. McConnell's got 5 points so far.
Unselfishness, always admirable in a basketball player, and Covington consistent at giving it up when one of his teammates is open.
And guys, what do you think about the hustle stance for the Celtics?
They really haven't backed away from running and gunning at any point, but their legs still look fresh.
Something that's also benefited them tonight are the turnovers they've forced and the points that have come along with those forced turnovers.
And the first one at the line is good. Brown is checked in for Marcus Smart. And Philadelphia also making a switch. Simmons is checked in. No good on the second free throw. The 76ers trail by 11. Here's Fultz. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot two. And the story with Markelle Fultz last season was one of health and getting his shot right.
Yeah, he suffered a shoulder injury, Kevin, that really impacted his ability to shoot the ball. He tried to play through it, but eventually had to be shut down. And, you know, it's hard to miss that type of time as a rookie. Not only games, but the few practices you get during the season as well. So he's going to have to restart in year two.
That free throw good from Fultz.
You know, Fultz is a guy who can easily take over a game if you give him an opportunity to. He's very confident and has remarkable decision-making skills.
That misses, so he splits the free throws.
And the explosiveness of Fultz really is incredible. Just he's effortless in terms of getting where he wants on the court.
And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And Philadelphia gets called for the foul. For Boston, they have shot 4 of 7 as a team from the line tonight. Several misses early.
And their numbers from the line last season, they're good, just not great. About 77% as a team.
And he knocks down the first one.
And they're doing a better job of working themselves to the line here in the second half.
This is how you do it. That's exactly how you do it. Defender pressing up on you, you press right back.
Both shots good from the stripe. The 76ers trail by 12. And Simmons kicks to Šarić. Screen by Saric. Here's McConnell. Rebounded by the Celtics. Baines has got rebound number 8 now on the night.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
For Boston, they have shot 67% from the line, going 6 of 9.
Shooting 2, gentlemen.
First free throw is good.
And, you know, Brett Brown has seen it all in Philly. The good and bad times, was the head coach for their lowest points as this team rebuilt. Now he's reaping the fruits of his labor and persistence as he leads a star-studded Sixers team that has great potential.
Gordon Hayward's checked in for Daniel Tice. And he can't hit the second. And Clark, you have to applaud management for the way they stuck with Brown as the team was turning things around.
Yeah, I love it, Kevin. I really do. I mean, being able to see the long-term picture and stay with a coach who you believe is the right one for your group, very impressive work by the Sixers. You know, injuries and a lack of talent were the issue early, not the coaching. The players love Brown, and rarely are coaches afforded as much time and patience as this franchise gave Brown. I applaud him.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, guys, it seems every season new records are set for the number of three-pointers made and attempted. It's proven to be successful, and of course, it is a copycat league. It's hard to know why it took so long for everyone to catch on, but now that they have, the effects continue to ripple throughout the league.
They sure have, David. Thank you. Now, here's Rozier. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. The basket good off the assist from Hayward. Hayward's got his 5th assist in this one.
Good ball movement, wonderful pass. Couldn't have drawn it up any better.
Here's Simmons. He's got 14. They set the pick. Fultz kicks to Saric. Over Morris. The shot by Saric, no good.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Pass to Rozier from deep. Rebound by Muscala. Muscala's got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's McConnell. Off the left rim and out. Boston leading by 12. To the wing right side. Now, here's Rozier. He's covered by McConnell. With 1 on the clock, and that's the final possession with the nice defense right there. And so it's Boston, up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. They've excelled in the open court. Their transition game has allowed them to build this healthy lead. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
And we welcome you back as we get going here in the 4th quarter. The final quarter of play can change everything. Filling out the wings, it's Brown and Hayward. Down low, it's Morris and Horford. And it's Rozier in at the 1. That's the Boston 5. Now, here's Rozier. Picked by Horford. And here's Morris for 3. Rebound by the 76ers. And the call will be against Al Horford. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
And that's his 4th, and no doubt he would have liked to have not gotten it this soon.
On defense, Boston. Rozier with the steal.
Ill-advised pass on that one, guys. I mean, he had to know there was a man there in position to get that turnover. And he has a little bit of trickeration with that one. Gets that one to go against the limb.
Trickeration. I like that, partner. That's pretty strong word creation. And you've got to be creative, though, whether you're commentating or hooping, especially when you're going inside.
Here's Fultz. The shot, no good. Some solid defense from Brown.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
And so the ball is out of bounds. Rozier touched it last. The Celtics making a switch here. Irving's checked in. We've played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. Simmons passes to Šarić. They set the screen. Embiid the screen. Count it, and the Celtic lead has been cut down to 12 on the bucket from Fultz.
Well, he's having a great half here. Exactly the opposite of the first.
Boston's gotten the three-point shot off 16 times tonight. 7 times they've hit it, 9 times they've missed. Horford in the post. Embiid's there. And there's Horford. That's good on the assist by Brown. Brown's got 3 assists now in this one. McConnell kicks to Šarić. Embiid the screen. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. Here's Simmons. In it goes for the 8th time in 10 tries.
And really, Simmons makes it look elementary, simple. I mean, the way he attacks defenses from multiple angles is hard to deal with if you're defending him.
Picked by Horford. Floats it up for Horford. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. And now here comes Simmons leading the break. It's stolen by Morris. Now here is Irving. Dishes it to Hayward. Horford with a screen on Simmons. There's a screen. Outside Irving. Horford sets a screen for Irving. 5 to shoot. Elbow shot. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. Irving's got 9 points here in the second half.
Nothing better than a hustle play like that. It gets the whole team amped up, sets the example for everyone.
Fultz with the ball. Brown's there. That one goes. Count it. And that's now 18 points for Ben Simmons.
Really like the quick decision-making of Fultz there, Kevin. Excellent at surveying the floor for the open teammate.
Irving dishes to Hayward. Picked by Horford. Brown outside. Somehow ignores the tight D and gets the layup. And the Celtics lead by 14.
I think that's where Brown is at his best, guys. He's a muscular athlete who loves finishing strong through contact.
Screen by Šarić. Šarić a screen on Irving. McConnell kicks to Šarić. Simmons inside. Defended by Hayward, and it's good. 2 points. Simmons got 20 points.
And the shooting has really been there for him today, but he may have to take it upon himself to continue to carry this team and try and get out of this hole.
Now, here is Irving. Horford with a screen on Simmons. There's the pick. Here's Brown, and Brown throws it down hard.
And Brown really is at his best when he takes it inside. I mean, the defense has no idea what to do with it.
McConnell passes to Embiid. He dishes it to Šarić. Simmons on the wing. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That'll be his second foul of the game. Clark, if you were a general manager, and I think you'd make an outstanding one, during the pre-draft process in particular, a player has declined to work out for you. Would you still consider drafting him?
Yeah, I would consider it. And again, there would be some extenuating circumstances. Why has he declined? What have we seen? Obviously, I'm hopeful that my My scouting staff has taken a look at him, and I've seen the kid up close and in person and done my due diligence, so I've got a comfort level with who he is and what he can become. But I don't think the declining of a workout is enough reason to just dismiss a prospect that you like.
Man, right play, wrong result on that one. Generally, you knock those down.
Not much else you can do there. I mean, that's what you want. Too bad they weren't able to finish it off.
The incredible focus of Simmons. Nothing gets to this guy, even when he's getting bodied by the defense.
Now here's Tatum. Horford with a screen on Simmons. On its way from Hayward for two. And he gets the shot to fall after coming off the pick. Hayward's got 19 points. The 76ers trail by 14. And Simmons kicks to Covington. Embiid, the pass to McConnell. There's the screen. Pulls from the top of the key. Again, Philadelphia.
He's definitely turned things around in this game. I mean, he was more of a background player in the first half. He's jumped center stage now.
Irving dishes to Horford. Picked by Horford. Tatum passes to Hayward. Hayward is double. Kicks it to Brown. Shoots over Redick. And it's Brown that time on the assist by Hayward. And the Celtics lead by 14. The 76ers have gone 6 of 8 from the field in the fourth so far. It's been a great start to this final quarter for them. Embiid, the pass to McConnell. It's stolen by Brown. Here's Irving. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Irving's got 4 this quarter.
Boy, Brown not just a super athlete, folks, but he's got excellent skills as well. A tremendous floor general.
Covington with it. Now defended by Hayward. The drive by Redick. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in.
Yeah, these defenders just looked a bit overmatched, especially inside.
Irving kicks to Horford. And there's a whistle, and that's going to go on Simmons. That's foul number 2 for him. Now Horford. Hayward outside. Horford sets a screen for Irving. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Hayward. The shot's good on the assist by Horford. 21 points for Gordon Hayward.
And as a wing player, Hayward's just so good at attacking the basket. I think that's a big part of what makes him special. Doesn't take much of an opening for Hayward to make his move.
Tatum against Simmons. Fires at the elbow. Rebounded by Covington. Covington's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
Now here's Covington. In the corner, Simmons with it. There's the dish to Embiid over Horford. And the 76ers tack on 2 more.
Embiid, the big fella, on the catch and shoot. Nice.
Now, here is Irving. He's covered by McConnell. Left side, Irving. The kick out to Tatum. Off target with his 3. The 76ers trail by 14. Down low. And stolen by Tatum. Here's Brown. The teardrop falls in.
Moving it around. 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
And, Greg, you know nothing makes a coach happier than selflessness on the basketball court.
Now here's Simmons. Redick for 3. Hayward grabs the board.
And you know what? He's just not on his game. No doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team. Oh, great effort there. That's how you defend the paint.
Exactly. Can't play it any better than that, Greg.
And guys, really admire how Simmons finds the open man consistently. The vision, the unselfishness. That's what you want to see out of him.
Now a timeout called by Boston. And there's so much speculation early in Embiid's career if he would even pan out. It's become clear, Clark, that he was worth the wait.
Well, it was all injury-related in terms of the questions because he sat out his first 2 years in the league with some type of injury. Those injury concerns, really the only reason that people question him, the talent, the size, and you love his personality as well. But this guy has tremendous skills, and he's going to be an all-star for years to come if he's healthy.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, guys. Well, I was able to listen in on what Brad Stevens was talking about with his players. He gave them props for their defense. He said, the defense has been outstanding. Keep pressuring them, forcing turnovers, and we can win this one. Guys?
And stolen by McConnell. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. And that'll be his third foul so far. And here's McConnell. The pass to Embiid. Outside, Redick. Shot clock at 6. It's Covington on the wing. Over Hayward. And there's the call on Joel Embiid. That is his first foul of the game. So it's Boston now. 17 points was their biggest margin. Irving with the ball. Picked by Horford. Down low. Brown. And finished off by Brown.
Boy, it's so much fun seeing Brown drop the hammer. Just an amazing dunker who bashes the basket.
The 76ers trail by 16. There's a good screen. Embiid the screen. Here's Simmons. And Boston with the rebound. Brown's got his 7th rebound here tonight. He kicks it to Irving. They get it back. On the wing, Irving. Brown outside. Just 5 to shoot. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for Boston.
And one area that stands out that we've seen tonight from them, their aggressiveness in getting steals, something I know that you really value yourself.
I think it sparked their offense. It deflates the opposition, and when you have the type of effort we saw tonight, it's pretty hard to overcome that defensive pressure down the stretch.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And asserting themselves up front here, guys. They'll be taking the front end of a 4-game season series between these two. They've got to feel good about getting the upper hand tonight against Philadelphia.
And we watched them all night long. No one could really stop them. Just another excellent game it was for Gordon Hayward.
Well, his defense was tremendous tonight. Really, really high level. He was a pest, forced the opponents into a lot of turnovers.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Picked by Horford. Knocked loose. And now Philadelphia on the break. Finishes the break with a slam.
Man, I like the activity of Covington's hands. He's constantly active, which is why he's able to get these steals.
On the wing, Irving. And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, guys. Gordon, nice win for you guys tonight. What was the difference?
Energy. I think we play with a lot of energy, passion, especially defensively. You know, when we're all doing our job and we're playing and we're focused and we're solid defensively, we're not really having lapses, we can be a pretty good team. You know, that we don't have to walk the ball up the court, and it's not as difficult on our offense. So it all starts defensively, and I think it all starts with energy down there.
You've become one of the best young defensive teams in the league, Gordon. Thanks very much. Back to you.
All right, David, thank you. And that about does it for the first game of the new NBA season. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.